Good morning all. In our today's class we are going to discuss about the problems of atoms chapter. The probability of asking a problem in this chapter is 50-50. Okay. In some years they have asked the derivation for 5 marks, but in some years they have asked 5 marks question as a problem. Okay. The overall marks assigned to this chapter is 5 marks only. So we don't know whether he may ask the questions of derivation or problem. We have to be ready for these two probabilities or these two situations. Now let me introduce the first problem of this chapter, that is calculate the shortest and longest wavelength of Balmer series of hydrogen atom. Okay, calculate the shortest and the longest wavelengths of Balmer series of hydrogen atom. Here he has given one constant, that is R is equal to 1.097 into 10 to the power of 7 per meter. That is Rydberg constant. Here capital R is not resistance. Okay. Here capital R is 1.097 into 10 to the power of 7 per meter, or you can write that as meter inverse. Okay. How do we got this number? That we should know first. Actually, what is the expression for Rydberg constant? That is capital R is equal to actually there is no need of calculating this term. We should know this thing, that is more than enough. But we should know how we have got the value of Rydberg constant as 1.097 into 10 to the power of minus 7 per meter. That is why I am going to calculate the concept of Rydberg constant. That is R is equal to m e to the power of 4 divided by 8c epsilon naught square into h cube. Actually this is the formula for Rydberg constant. But here we should know the constants of mass of electron, charge of electron, velocity of light, absolute permittivity and Planck's constant. If we substitute the values of these constants, what we will get here is, that is mass is 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. That is mass of the electron. Okay, 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. And charge is equal to how much? 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. The charge of the electron is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. Here we have to the power 4 and we have to write that as it is. Now what is the actually 8 is a constant, we have to write that as it is. And C is what? Velocity of a wave. Okay, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Velocity of light or velocity of a wave is equal to, that is nothing but incident energy. Velocity of a incident wave is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Absolute permittivity or permittivity of a free space, that is 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12 farad per meter. The permittivity of a free space is equal to 8.854 into 10 to the power of minus 12 farad per meter. And the last term is Planck's constant, that is 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 coulomb, joules second. 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second. Here we have epsilon to the power 2 and h to the power of 3. We have to write that as it is. If we calculate all these things, what we will get, that is more important. If we 19 into 4 is equal to how much? 38. 38 into 38 is equal to 102. No, 38. This is my 19. 19 fours are 6. 4 ones are 4. 76. 76 minus 31. 76 minus 31 is minus 107. The power of the numerator is equal to 10 to the power of minus 107, because here we have 19. 19 into the power of 4. 19 into 4 is equal to 76. 76 minus 31 is equal to 107. Here we have 31, that is of same sign. This is also same sign, this is also same sign. Then we have to add these two terms. Minus 31 minus 107, that is minus 76, that is equal to 107. And if we multiply 9.1 with 4 times of 1.6, here we have to calculate 1.6 into 1.6 into 1.6 into 1.6. Okay. If we multiply 1.6 by 4 times, not 1.6 into 4, then again we have to multiply that with 9.1. What we will get here is, that is 59.677. 6377. Nine point one into 1.6 4 times, this is equal to 59.6377 into 10 to the power of 100 and minus 7. Now we have to calculate the denominator. Here what we have is 10 to the power of minus 12 into 2. 10 to the power of minus 12 into 2 is equal to 10 to the power of minus 24. Here we have 34. 34 to the power 3. 34 into 3. This is 3 4s are 12. 1 carry. 3 3s are 9. That is 102. 34 into 3 is equal to 102. 102. 100. So here what we have is 24. That is 126, because these two having minus sign in only. Here that is minus 126. Here what we have is plus 8. Okay. 126 plus 8 is equal to 118. That is 118. If we multiply 8 into 3 into 8.854 into 8.854 into 6.625 into 6.625 into 6.625, what we will get here is, that is 54 7076 dot 329 into 10 to the power of minus 180. This is what we have got in the denominator. That is 5,47,076.2329 into 10 to the power of minus 180. If we send this to the numerator, that will become plus 118. 10 to the power of plus 118 minus 107. 118 minus 107 is equal to 110. That is 10 to the power of 11. That will become 10 to the power of 11. If we divide 59.6377 by 5,47,076.329, what we will get here is 0.0001097 into 10 to the power of 11. This is the calculation of numerator and denominator. If we divide this by this, we will get 0.0001097 into 10 to the power of 11. But here we have the Rydberg constant in terms of 10 to the power of 7 per meter. That is why what I have to do is I have to shift 4 points towards right. Then it will going to 10 to the power of minus 7 in the power. That is 10 to the power of 7. 0. If we send this to the 4 points towards right, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is 1.097 into 10 to the power of plus 7 meter inverse or per meter. Actually this is the value of a Rydberg constant. Actually, there is no need of calculating this thing, but you should know how to simplify the value of Rydberg constant. That is why I have calculated like this. Now, what we have to do is we have to simplify the actual problem. What is the problem? Calculate the shortest wavelength and longest wavelength of a Balmer series of hydrogen atom. We have to calculate the shortest and longest wavelength of a Balmer series of a hydrogen atom. Now, what he has given is Rydberg constant, that is 1.097 into 10 to the power of plus 7. But what we have to calculate is short wavelength and long wavelength of a Balmer series. What is the formula for Balmer series? That is 1 over lambda is equal to R into 1 divided by N1 square minus 1 divided by N2 square. Actually, this is Balmer's formula. We know that this as a Balmer's formula. But in case of a short wavelength, what we have to do? We have to consider this as a short. For the case of a short wavelength, N1 is equal to 2. Because the shortest orbit order of a Balmer series is equal to N1 is equal to 2. And N2 is equal to 3. Because this is the shortest order of a Balmer series. First one comes for Lyman series, second one comes for Balmer series. Okay. The minimum order of a Balmer series is equal to 2, and the next to 2 is 3. That is why we have written N2 as 3. If we calculate this thing, what we will get here is lambda short is equal to, what is R? R is Rydberg constant. Rydberg constant is how much? That is 1.097 into 10 to the power of plus 7 into 1 divided by N1. What is the value of N1? N1 is equal to 2. That is 2 square here. We have to write 2 square minus 1 divided by 3 square. 1 divided by 3 square. Actually, this is how we have to calculate the shortest or the longest wavelength of a Balmer's series. Now, here what we have is 1.097 into 10 to the power of plus 7 into 1 divided by 4 minus 1 divided by 9. 1 divided by 4, 1 divided by 9. If we take LCM for these two terms, what is the LCM? 9 4s are 36. The LCM of these two numbers is 9 4s are 36. 9 into 1 is equal to 9. Here we have minus sign. 4 into 1 is equal to 4. What we have done here is we have just taken the LCM concept. That is 9 4s are 36. 9 into 1 is equal to 9. 4 into 1 is equal to 4. Here we have minus sign. That's why we have to write that as it is. Now, if we calculate what we will get here, that is 1 divided by lambda short is equal to, we have to write that as it is 1.097 into 10 to the power of plus 7 into 9 minus 4 is equal to 5. This is 5 divided by 36. 5 divided by 36. What we want here is lambda s, but what we have here is 1 divided by lambda s. Lambda s means that is shortest wavelength. Short wavelength. But if you want lambda s, the numerator and denominator will change its position. Here also we have to do the same. Then what it will become here is 36 divided by 5 into 1.097 into 10 to the power of plus 7. here 1.097 and 5 is in the numerator, that has to shift to the denominator, and the denominator 36 has to goes to the numerator. What we have done is we have changed the numerator into denominator. If we have to do in the left side, then we have to do that in the right side also. It is applicable for both left and right sides. Next, if we calculate this thing, what we will get here is lambda s is equal to, that is lambda s is equal to 6.56 6.5633 into 10 to the power of minus 7. Because if we send this 10 to the power of plus 7 to the numerator, it will become 10 to the power of minus 7. Then we can write shortest wavelength as 6500 656.33 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter, or we can also call this as 656.33 nanometer. Actually, this is the shortest wavelength of a wave of a Balmer series in hydrogen atom. In case of a hydrogen atom, the shortest wavelength is 656.33 nanometer, or we can consider this as 6563.3 Armstrong. What is the meaning of Armstrong? That is 10 to the power of minus 10. You should know all these concepts. Next, what is the longest wavelength? That is 1 over lambda L is equal to R into 1 minus N1 square minus 1 divided by N2 square. This is for longest wavelength. What is N1 and N2 here? Actually, N1 should be constant for all the minimum cases of Balmer series, and the maximum point of a Balmer series is equal to infinity, because the wave can come, the electron transition takes from infinity to second orbit. That is the maximum probability of a Balmer series. That is why we have written N2 is equal to infinity. If we substitute these two values here, that is 1 over lambda into L is equal to R into 1 divided by 2 square minus 1 divided by infinite square. What is 1 over infinite square? That is 0. Actually, we can consider this whole term as 0, because 1 divided by infinity is equal to 0. Then what it will be, 1 divided by lambda L is equal to capital R into 1 divided by 4. Capital R is equal to 1 divided by 4. What we want here is, that is lambda L, then lambda L is equal to 4 divided by R. If we change the numerator into denominator in both the sides, then it will become lambda L is equal to 4 divided by R. What is the value of R here? That is 4 divided by 1.097 into 10 to the power of minus 7 per beta. If we substitute the values like this, then what we will get here is, that is lambda of a longest wavelength is equal to, that is 3.6463. Actually, here what I have done is, this is not for shortest, actually this is the longest, because this is longest wavelength. Lambda L is equal to 656 656.33 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter, is the longest because we can compare these two. This is shortest. Sorry, I have done a mistake here. This is the shortest one, and the shortest wavelength of a Balmer series is equal to 3.64 into 6463 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meter, and the longest wavelength is 656.33 nanometer. In terms of nanometer, the shortest wavelength is equal to 364.63 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meter. Sorry, minus 9 meter. That is 364.63 nanometer. Okay, this is the shortest wavelength and this is the longest wavelength of a Balmer series. I have done mistake earlier. That is, I have considered this as a shortest, but actually this is the longest wavelength. Here this is the shortest wavelength, and we have calculated the values of longest and shortest wavelength here. Actually, this question was asked in your March 2017 question paper. Sorry, 16. This question was asked in your March 2016 questions paper. Okay, please go through this problem. If there is any doubt, you can contact me. Okay, the next problem is like this. Light of frequency 8.41 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz is incident on a metal surface. Please understand the question very carefully, because this is a very important problem. This kind of problems may ask in your examination. Light of frequency 8.41 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz is incident on a metal surface. Electrons with their maximum speed of 7.5 into 10 to the power of 5 meter per second are ejected from the surface. Electrons with their maximum speed of 7.5 into 10 to the power of plus 5 meter per second are ejected from the surface. Calculate the threshold frequency of a photo emission of electrons. Calculate the threshold frequency of photo emission of electrons, and also the work function of the metal, in electron volts. Given Planck's constant H is equal to 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second, and mass of the electron is equal to 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. Actually, this is the problem. What he has told here is, he has given a problem like, we have a metal surface. On that metal surface there will be lot of electrons. Okay, for example, let us assume this as our metal surface. Okay, if we consider this as a metal surface, we have lot of electrons on the surface of the metal. For some amount of light is incident to this metal plate, and some electrons absorb the light energy and eject from this metal surface. Okay, the maximum velocity of the electron that is ejecting from this metal surface is equal to 7.5 into 10 to the power of 5 meter per second. Then what we have to calculate is, we have to calculate the threshold frequency of a photo emission. Photo emission means the electron is electron is ejecting by using the photon energy. That is, light energy is nothing but photon energy. That is why we have considered that as a photo emission. And threshold frequency, and also we have to calculate the work function of a electron, work function of a metal in an electron volt. We have to calculate the work function in terms of electron volt, not in terms of joules. Okay, Let us see how we can calculate this thing. Now, let us write the given constants, that is the given things are. Actually, this question was asked in your March 2018 question paper. Okay. In March 2018 question paper, this question was actually asked. That is what he has given is, that is incident frequency. What is that incident frequency? 8.41 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz. That is 8.41 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz. And what is the maximum velocity of a electron? The maximum velocity of a electron is equal to, that is 7.5 into 10 to the power of 5 meter per second. That is maximum velocity of electrons is equal to 7.5 into 10 to the power of 5 meter per second. And the other constants are mass of the electron. That is mass of the electron is equal to 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. Actually, we should know this constant. If they don't give the actual constant, we should know the values of these things. And another thing is H, Planck's constant, 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second. These are the given constants of the problem. Next, what we have to do is, we have to simplify. What is the formula for work function? The formula for work function is equal to, that is energy E is equal to E naught plus kinetic energy. This is maximum kinetic energy. This is maximum kinetic energy. Actually, this is total energy. Total energy is nothing but potential energy plus kinetic energy. Here, this is H nu. The incident energy is equal to H into nu, and we don't know what is the threshold frequency. Here, this is frequency. Nu is frequency. Here, H into nu naught. Nu naught is our threshold frequency. Here, nu naught is our threshold frequency. And what is the expression for kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is nothing but half into m into v square. Half into m into v square. But here, what we have is maximum velocity of an electron, that is Vmax. Maximum velocity of electron is equal to 7.5 into 10 to the power of 5 meter per second. If we send this h nu naught to the other side of the equation, what it will become? H into nu minus nu naught is equal to half m Vmax square. That is maximum velocity of the electron. If we send this h to the another side of the equation, nu minus nu naught is equal to 1 divided by 2 into h m into V max square. Now, if we substitute the values of h, m, V max square, what we will get? Let us see. What are the things which we are going to get if we substitute the values of a given constant? That is nu minus nu naught is equal to 1 divided by 2 into 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34. Actually, this is in the denominator. What is the mass of the electron? That is 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. And velocity is 7.5 into 10 to the power of 5 meter per second. Okay. Now, if we calculate all these things, what we will get here is, that is nu minus nu naught is equal to nu minus nu naught is equal to, the exact value of that thing is 3.8632 into 10 to the power of plus 14. If we calculate all these things, what we will get here is 3.8632 into 10 to the power of plus 14. You have to use the calculator, then only it is possible to calculate all these things. Okay. Next, what we have here is nu and 3.86. What is the value of nu? Nu is equal to 8.41 into 10 to the power of plus 14. Now I am sending this 3.82 to the another side of the equation and this nu naught to the another side of the equation. Then what it will become? The sign will change. Plus will become minus. That is 3.8632 into 10 to the power of plus 14 is equal to, if we are sending this minus mu naught to the other side, then it will change its sign as plus, that is mu naught, plus mu naught, plus nu naught. Here, if we subtract 8.41 into 10 to the power of 14 and 3.86 into 10 to the power of plus 14, what we will get here is, that is approximately nu naught is equal to 4.5468 into 10 to the power of plus 14 hertz. Actually, this is the value of threshold frequency. This is, what is the meaning of threshold frequency? That is more important. Okay. The threshold frequency is, that is the minimum frequency required to eject an electron from its metal surface. What is the meaning of threshold frequency? That is the minimum energy or the minimum frequency required to eject an electron from its metal surface is known as threshold frequency. Now we have got the value of a threshold frequency here, and we have to calculate work function. What is work function here? That is, work function is phi naught. Actually, phi naught is work function. Phi naught means what here? That is h into nu naught. We may consider this E is equal to E naught plus kinetic energy as phi is equal to phi naught plus kinetic energy maximum. Both formulas are same because this is also in terms of energy, this is also in terms of energy. But this is in terms of work function. What is the work function? Work function is the minimum energy required to eject an electron from its metal surface is known as work function. Okay. Threshold frequency means that is the minimum energy required. Okay. And we have another concept, that is threshold wavelength. The threshold wavelength means it is the maximum wavelength required to eject an electron from its metal surface. In case of energy, is directly proportional to frequency. Because what we have, phi naught is equal to nu naught here. If we calculate this thing, that is phi naught is equal to h is 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joules, and nu naught is equal to 4.5468 into 10 to the power of plus 14. Or you can consider E naught as your work function here. Okay, but actually we used to consider phi as a work function symbol. That's why I have written this formula. Okay, if we multiply 6.625 into 4.5468, what we will get here is, that is 3.0266 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Here what we have is 10 to the power of minus 34. This is plus 14. Minus 34 plus 14 is equal to minus 20. Minus 20 means this has to be 30.266. 30.266 into 10 to the power of minus 20. But I want the answer in terms of minus 19. That's why I have already shifted one point to the left side. Then it will become 3.0266 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. Actually, this is in terms of joules. Okay, 3.0266 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joules is a work function value. But what they have asked is, we have to calculate the work function in terms of electron volts. That's why what we have to do is, we have to divide the whole thing divided by 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. If we want to convert the joule into electron volt, then we have to divide the whole term by 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 electron volt. But if we want to convert electron volt into joules, then we have to multiply the whole thing by 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Now here, if we do that thing, what we will get, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. 10 to the power of minus 19 gets cancelled. Then if we calculate this thing, what we will get here is, that is phi naught is equal to 1.8826. Actually, this is the answer. 1.8826 electron volt is the work function of a metal surface. This is how we have calculated our March 2018 question paper problem. Please understand this very carefully. If you don't get anything, please ask me later. Okay, don't get confused with one thing with another. This is threshold frequency. This is work function. Okay, this is work function, and this is energy, kinetic energy, mass of the electron, Planck's constant, maximum velocity. This is actual incident frequency. This is incident frequency of a light. Okay, photon energy. And the next problem which we have to going to deal with is, that is March 2017 question. The first member of a Balmer series of hydrogen atom has wavelength of 6563 angstrom. Calculate the wavelength of a frequency of second wavelength and the second member of the same series. Given C is equal to 10 to the power of 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Once again, I am going to explain the problem. The first member of a Balmer series of a hydrogen atom has a wavelength of 6563 angstrom. Calculate the wavelength and frequency of a second member of the same series. Given C is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Actually, this question was asked in your March 2017 question paper. Okay. Let us see how we are going to simplify this problem. Now, what are the given factors here? That is, given factors here is, one is wavelength. That is, initial wavelength lambda 1 is equal to 6563 angstrom. 6563 angstrom. That is nothing but 6563 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. The value of wavelength, that is lambda 1, initial wavelength of a Balmer series is equal to lambda 1. And what are the other things which he has given here is C, that is C is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. And this is the value which he has given, that is 3 into 10 to the power of minus 8, 3 into 10 to the power of plus 8 meter per second. And what we have to calculate is lambda 2, that is wavelength of a second wave. For first number we know the value of wavelength, Actually, in our first problem, we have calculated this term only. That is 6563 into 10 to the power of minus 10 Armstrong. That we have calculated in our first problem by considering this as the longest wavelength of a Balmer's series. By n1 is equal to 1, n1 is equal to 2, and n2 is equal to 3. Here, what he has asked is calculate the wavelength and frequency of a second member of the same series. Here he is not asking the first member. Here he is asking the second member. That means if we have the number of orbits like this, this is n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4. This is for Lyman series. In case of Palmer series, the first number is equal to 2. Okay, first member means that is 3. In case of Balmer series, n is equal to 3 is the first member, and in case of Balmer series, 4 is the second member of a Balmer series. That is why here we have to consider n1 as 2, n2 as 4. Then only we have to calculate the wavelength, and here we have to calculate frequency also. Not only wavelength, we have to calculate both wavelength and frequency. For that, what we can do here is, that is 1 over lambda 2 is equal to capital R into 1 divided by n1 square minus 1 divided by n2 square. Actually, this is the formula. This is the formula for wave number. 1 divided by lambda 2 is equal to R into 1 divided by n1 square minus 1 divided by n2 square. Here what we have to calculate is wavelength. 1 divided by lambda 2 is equal to, we have to write that R as it is. I am going to substitute the value of R in last term. Okay. 1 divided by n1, that is, what is the value of n1 here? That is 2. That is 2 square minus 1 divided by 4 square. n2 is equal to 4 for our assumption. Now, what is the value of 1 divided by lambda 2? That is 1 divided by 4 minus 1 divided by 16. Okay. If we take on the LCM for these two things, what is the LCM of 16 and 4? That is 4 ones are 4, 4 fours are 16. 4 fours are 16. 16 is our LCM. Then 1 divided by lambda 2 is equal to R into 16 is the actual LCM, because 4 and 16 are multiplying by same number only. Then we have to consider the greatest number out of these two as a LCM. That is 16 is our LCM. 4 fours are 16. Actually, we know that if we multiply 4 by 4 times, then we will get 16, and we have to multiply the denominator also by 4 times. 4 fours are 16, 1 fours are 4. And here we have 16 ones are 16, and we have to write 1 ones are 1. Here we have minus sign, that's why we have to write minus as it is. 1 divided by lambda 2 is equal to R into 3 divided by 16. But here what we want is lambda 2. Lambda 2 means that is 16 divided by 3 into R. We have to change the numerator into denominator on both the sides. Then what we have got here is lambda 2 is equal to R into 3 will shift to the denominator, and 16 will comes to the numerator. That is R, the value of R is equal to 3 into 1.097 into 10 to the power of 7. That is Rydberg constant. R is equal to 1.097 into 10 to the power of plus 7. And if we multiply 3 into 1.097, what we will get here is 16 divided by 3 into something. That is overall, we can calculate that as 4.8617. 4.8617. Okay, this is the actual value of this thing. The wavelength lambda 2 is equal to 4.8617 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meter, or in terms of nano or in terms of Armstrong, this is 4861.7 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. In terms of Armstrong, this is 4861.7 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meter, or 4861.7 Armstrong. We should not write Armstrong meter. Actually, Armstrong means that is 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. Okay, please understand this. 10 to the power of minus 10 meter is Armstrong. We don't want to write 4861.7 Armstrong meter. Okay. Now what we have to calculate here is the value of a frequency. Here we have got wavelength of a second member of a Balmer series, and for that particular range only, what is the frequency? What is the expression for frequency? Nu is equal to C divided by lambda. But here we have to calculate for second wavelength, that is lambda 2. Nu is equal to C divided by lambda 2. What is this? Nu is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of plus 8. That is velocity of a light. 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. And what is the wavelength here? 4861 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meter, or you can consider this value 4.8617 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meter. If we substitute this value 4.8617 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meter, if we calculate these two, what we will get here is, that is exactly 6.170 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz. In terms of 15, that is 0.67. 0.617 into 10 to the power of 15 hertz is the actual value of frequency here. Because 10 to the power of minus 7 will goes to the numerator and it will become plus 7. Plus 7 plus 8 is equal to plus 15. 3 divided by 4.8617 is equal to 0.161. Okay. 0.61 here is, I have shifted 1 point to the right side of the equation. Then what we will get here is 6.170 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz as our answer. Actually, this is the wavelength and this is the frequency of a second member of a Balmer series of a hydrogen atom. And this question was asked in your March 2017 question paper. Okay, this question was asked in your March 2017 question paper. Actually, this is how we are simplifying the problems with our solutions. If there is any doubt, please ask. Don't hesitate to ask anything. Okay. And I'll give some problems later to do work by yourself. Thank you.